Hello folks and welcome back to the wonderful world of Solarpunk. Here we are today and we are finally back to where well, not really started but ended up. We're just turning in a few materials and that way we can kind of see what we have next. Talk to our little homeboy, the robot. We're trading in for blueprint. We got the glass as well and those raspberry muffins. Very good. Next we need 10 truffles, which we are currently working at. So that's not a bad idea to check in on. Our pigs are kind of going at it, and they're doing quite well for themselves. Now we can do a post box, lighting pack, and advanced dock still, but I'm going to go ahead and save what we have because, well, I'm not too interested in all that quite yet. Right. Now really all we're doing is waiting on those truffles to be complete. Check in. We get about, what, two to four, I think, every little bushel of truffles, so that's something we're waiting on. We do have our little piggies full, satiated, and enjoying life as it is, so hopefully that won't take too long. And I believe we have quite a few as we speak in the inventory. Now I'm just going to run around, collect up some materials. Nothing too crazy. And then we will go check in on our pigs, because we have a few new islands to explore after we get that upgrade. I was thinking about maybe this episode that we check in on either expanding our farm out or building an area for our animals, just so it's a little bit better for them. Not that they're having a hard time with it, but that was the perfect little dock we did there. Did you see that? Now I think we're gonna need another solar panel on this side, just because I'm keep having to replenish all this, and it's getting a bit not so much fun having to come here and only have half of the little bushel of quartz in. Pretty sure we're gonna need some, or not quartz, but silicone. I guess it is quartz until we turn it. Oh, come back here. Where are you going? I guess it is quartz until we do turn it into the silicone we need. There it is. Wait for it to pop off on me. Alright, let's just refill this, and we'll consider making another solar panel for this area. We could just convert the leaves as well. Mainly the wood. There we go. Now that should be going. Alright, so we need one more solar panel, it seems. And I think this is our next island over here. Now, we haven't really explored it too well. I think there's still a few things that we can go check out, but maybe we'll run around it real quick. As I said earlier, we're just kind of waiting for our pigs to do their thing, and hopefully they will be. I did do a little off-camera, just grinding, getting a couple materials in order, things of that nature. And, perfect. And we're good to go. Now this guy's working off solar as well, so we got 2 panels here, so that's good. So he's constantly going, plus he's got the battery, so we're really not having to worry about this one too much. However, I do want to make sure we're not missing any little chests or anything. You know what, let's go ahead and collect up this material while we're here. It's always good to have a little bit of extra. We do have the space for it. Very nice. Little copper. Alright, so we checked out the closest peak. I think we're just going to work our way around. Maybe check out each little area. There's Pride Rock over here. Got Rafiki over there throwing off Simba. Just kidding. That is a reference to The Lion King. Alright, let's see. Now this is just going to be, I think, stone maybe? Let's see. So I was going through some of my comments the other day. Yesterday, as a matter of fact. Just a fun little story. And somebody commented on, I did a live stream. And it's up in the, videos on demand if anybody wants to check it out. But it's for modded Final Fantasy VII. Now that one, I did enjoy playing a little bit. Especially with the updated graphics with the mods. That's awesome. But I was called a poser in the comments. Which didn't necessarily, hurt or anything. But I was like, damn. Ouch. Maybe it's for not playing a vanilla. Who knows? It's just one of those things. Alright, I looked around this island. And not too much going on. So I'm going to go ahead and take off. Airship? There you are. And I guess since we did run around, we'll just go ahead and collect up what we had left. Alright, so I think that one island does need another solar panel. Unless we want to go try out some of the wind. We can try out a windmill. That'd be something new. Maybe put a couple of those in lieu of the solar panels, because I'm pretty sure they should be rolling pretty consistently through the night. I just don't know how much energy they're producing. That's the thing. Don't know how much I'm going to need. Alright. I will show you what I did over here at the old home base. And hopefully we'll get there relatively soon. I do need to extend my garden. I did when I was filming off camera there. Just collecting up resources, doing some of that grind. I did hit a thunderstorm and it destroyed the majority of my crops. Most of which, I think I have like an abundance at this point, but however, it's still not nice losing all those crops. Perfect. Alright. Now, I didn't do too much here, as you can see. We did trade in a few things. We just need those truffles. Let's go ahead and put those in our inventory. We're sitting at 8 right now, and we need 10. Alright, so we're sitting at 8. Oh yeah, so I put in another shelf just for more storage, and I put one over here. I got some raw materials that we could put in as well. Now I'm just going to consistently make let's see, we got briquettes one briquette in here, so that's good. We'll get you going with some copper, and then lastly we'll get you going with some quartz to make that silicone. Alright, so yeah, I did add another furnace here as well. I think I'm going to just collect up on all this good stuff, and I should be able to get that cotton. So we need, what, 3? Yeah, as you can tell, the garden's a little bit different, but we're slowly working those issues. Alright, let's collect up these. And I think I'm going to just throw out the seeds up here. And there's a couple over here as well. Yeah, we definitely need to get this worked out in our favor, because we do have a couple spots we're missing. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be another sprinkler system in which I can actually utilize. And let's not forget that wheat to put back in. That way we can feed our pigs. Keep them fat and happy. Alright, perfect. While this is all going, maybe we'll move the honey farm there and then the little farm at the bottom. If you have any suggestions as to where we should place a few things, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, We'll not just be playing. This is a journey we're all on together. Oh yeah. I didn't make the briquettes. Sorry. Alright. That should be about 2 in here, I think we can do. Get him working that. And we'll throw 1 in over here. Should be plenty to go on for now. We'll just throw those leaves and burn because, well, we don't really need them at the moment. Alright. Yeah, we do have... Oh, look. Got our truffles in. Bori's not doing too hot, I don't think. He's constantly thirsty, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I need a water. Put in an extra watering container just in case. I think we're going to make a little bit of food for these guys as well. And then we'll take a nap so we're not playing in the dark. Perfect. Alright, and I think we have a couple sunflowers still. Which I think we might be able to make 1 more. Yes. And then we'll just feed the rest of them. Oh, we need to eat and drink as well. Now, I'm not too sure if it's the placement of where they're at, because he seems to keep getting stuck on this little thing. See, he's not eating or drinking, because I think he might be getting stuck. So I think after this batch of food, maybe we can condense our chickens together. I don't know. They're pretty good where they're at, I think. I think I will move his little hut. There we go. Somewhere a little... Oops, that... I don't think I like where that's at. Although, it's not too bad. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Because Dottie seems to be doing well. Dottie's all full. But oh, buddy, no. Wake up. He's just choosing to do things the hard way. Alright, I'm going to eat and drink real quick, and then we'll take a nap. Alright, time to sleep. Here we go. Alright. I think I'm just going to save this honey for now. And we'll just stockpile it as we see fit. And maybe we'll work on our... Well, we survived 30 days in game. And perhaps we'll work on our... nope, that's not right. Oh, did I not put it in there? I guess I didn't. Oh well, it's okay. And lastly, I'm trying to stay off of the menu too much, just because it gets a little... I'm constantly visiting it. Alright, here we go. And let's fix this up. Alright, perfect. Now all we got to do is consider working on our... Let's see what we can make here. So iron, copper, cobalt, and silicone for 1 windmill. And then if we wanted a furnace, it's silicone, iron, and copper. So let's just pull out a little bit of everything. We'll just take out 2 bunches of each. I think that should be enough. Silicone is something that we're constantly needing now, but we just don't have the materials for it. Actually, as we speak, let's go get another. There it is. Let's go get a little bit more glass put in as well. Okay. So let's try this. Let's try one of these. All right. And I think we were going to go with a furnace as well. And let's go with one more solar panel. Now, I'm not too sure if we have in our inventory here a couple extra things, but we do have these. All right, so let's see. If we were to put this... Let's destroy this guy real quick. There we go. And we're going to put in the electric furnace and attach him up to a windmill, which is pretty big. But I think we can make like just a couple. There we go. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much. Okay, so that's blowing. We'll have to see about getting... We'll just take a couple out of here and see if this is working for us. Alright, so it's like constantly going in and out. So we're probably going to need a couple of them at least. Alright, here's what I'm thinking now. Let's take out this material real quick. I'm going to demolish this guy, demolish him. And we're going to just put our regular smelters over here. And allow him to kind of do his thing and work. We'll put that chest right here just to kind of cover up that cable. Okay. Now, are we going to need another one? That's the question. Let's see, what do we need? We're going to need iron and silicone, which I don't think we have too much more of. Silicone's pretty much out. Alright, that's fine. What we could do is get another drill, which requires iron and copper. And I think we're going to try to double the capacity of the silicone mine. Alright, we need a little more iron for that. See how quickly we go through all this material? It's something, isn't it? Alright, so we got another drill. I think we could do another solar panel if we wanted to. Now we could hook up a solar panel to that as well, which is going to require more glass. Most of which we don't have any of, so... You know what they say. Put more glass in. Alright, let's see. We're just going to go ahead and make this glass real quick. And that should be... Get that off the screen. Alright, let's get rid of some of these leaves. I mean, they're pretty renewable. Get them every time. Alright, perfect. While that's burning... Now what we could do, essentially, is build a couple more of these, which I think we... Do we have those? No. Okay, we need a couple more of these, and we could put in an energy generator. I think we'll try that out, just because it's just a little something extra. And we already had one stored away, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, let's put that briquette away, and then, yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So we're going to go a little bit of... There we go. Convert that and convert that. Perfect. Alright, so he's constantly getting his energy now. I thought I just wanted to check out maybe what it was like to have that, and we'll just give him the briquette for that 4 minutes. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's the plan. I think I'm going to go run over, put this not windmill, but this other solar panel up, and in the process of doing that, I'm going to collect up a few materials. Alright, I'm going to go put up this solar panel. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, folks, so we finally made it back. And after all that planning, I realized something that secondary solar panel I made, and I set over by the furnace, was actually intended for this area. Because I knew I needed to keep power going if I was going to add another drill. And yet, we still don't have enough power. We got 240. We're like just a little bit shy. But it's okay. I think I'm blowing through most of these trees over here. I think I'm going to have to take a couple over. I think we're going to need one more solar panel. Yeah, I think that's going to be the issue here. We're going to need one more. But it's okay. Oh, look, we can get this guy right here. Perfect. This little tree, what we'll do is we'll... There we go. We'll get his little bits. And I think what we can actually do is... It's been a while since I used this menu. But actually, it's been a while since I used the hammer. That's what we're looking for. We need to build something. Nope. Yeah, that works. I think we're just going to build you right here. There we go. And I'm going to move these trees down just because we'll have easier access to them. And maybe I'll transport a few more over here. But I'm thinking if we get one more solar panel, we should be good to go. In the meantime, we will put our generator back down and just work on that. Alright, here we go. You over here, just like so. We'll have plenty of energy to burn through, but... Alright, here we go. Let's just get him roaring real quick. And that should be almost good. We'll go here. There we go. So these guys are all going for us. 3 quarts there, 4 here, yeah. And we're definitely just missing out on a little bit of energy here. So one more solar panel ought to do it, I'm thinking. That would be the way to go. Okay. Now, I think before we close out today, the last thing I want to do is head over and turn these truffles in. So we'll turn those in real quick, and we will get the upgrade for our ship. We'll do that, and well, we'll be good to go. I think on our next episode, what I'm going to do, since I do have to come back here for copper constantly, I might make that our animal farm right here, this island. There seems to be maybe a few less crevasses those little animals will get stuck on, but I'm not too sure. Alright, here we go. Let's go turn this in. We do have enough truffles, and we can at least kind of see what's next on our agenda. So right now, let's zoom out. We have one island. We have 2 more. We have 2 more that I think we can go through. Tomatoes, bricks, corn, berry cakes, and sheep milk. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys look at this real quick. Is there anything, do we need a transport drone? Transports resources, but where does it transport it from? That's the question. I mean, we'll go with it just to kind of see if what it really entails. All right, let's go put in this upgrade. And we will call it a day, folks. I've been trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter. I think people will get tired of listening to me ramble on about things. And I'm trying not to use my ASMR voice. We're having a good time, folks. It's good. Yeah, not doing that. At least not on purpose. Got it. Perfect, see? Born to fly. Alright, let's upgrade. And let's see, what did it... Okay, so we have this island here. And I believe we have this island over there. So maybe 2 new islands? I'm thinking maybe 2. So big one here, and one over there. Alright, cool. Alright, folks. Well, I do appreciate you joining me today. Check our little materials, see how this is all going. We can throw in a little bit of quartz while we're here. I do appreciate you joining me on this little adventure we're going on today. And like most days, the adventures we actually do go on. If there's anything you'd like to see specific, let me know and we'll try to accommodate that. We're relatively... We, as in us, as in a collective whole, it's pretty easy to please, so... Alright, we got a lot going on. Okay. Our coffers are looking quite well. I will top off this guy right here. But as always, folks, I do appreciate you joining me, and hopefully I will see you all in next one. Bye for now.